Hey, it's Scott once again with your 2-Minute Tuesday post for this week. And this is the final week in the series that I'm doing on team themes for athletes from my book, Inspiration for the Graduate. Today I'm going to talk about courage. And when we hear that word courage, we oftentimes immediately in our mind go to some big thing that happens. War, soldiers going into war and showing great courage in battle. Firefighters going into a burning building to try and save lives. Without question, those are courageous acts, and those people are doing something extremely important and extremely courageous. But at the same time, courage is much more than just those biggies. There are people who every day are fighting their own mini battles, small battles that in our world might be considered small, and yet in their world are huge. Think about the people who go to a job that they struggle with. They maybe have a difficult boss, or they've just lost their love for the job, but they go every day because they know they have to put food on the table for their families. Think about the person that's fighting some difficult disease, some issue in their lives along those lines, maybe some emotional problem, some mental health issue, whatever it might be. The courage to get up every day and fight and battle can be a huge element in people's lives. And just the little acts of courage that we find ourselves in the course of our lives, when added up, can prove to be showing people to be of great courage when we might not have thought that way about them in other instances. And so it's important for us to understand that courage is something that we carry with us in all ways, in all facets of our lives. And it's going to be important for our athletes to understand that they're going to have the courage to get through life. They're going to need elements of courage to get through their lives as they move on into the rest of their lives. Of course, think about in their athletics, they've had to show some courage. Maybe having the pressure to hit a big shot, or trying out for a sport that they weren't even all that excited about trying out for. They were worried about it. They were excited about it maybe, but didn't know if they had the skill level to be able to make it. And so there's different levels of courage that kids and that adults and anybody in any walk of life shows throughout the course of their lives. And I think it's important that we recognize that in people. Let me read 2 quotes for you that I think are really good ones. There were so many in the book, it was hard to choose, but I like this one. Man cannot discover new oceans unless he has the courage to lose sight of the shore. By Andrew Guide, I believe you pronounce his name. He was an author and a Nobel Prize winner. You've probably heard that one before. And I love that concept that we have to stretch ourselves, we have to push ourselves. And then this one fits right in with what I'm talking about. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the little voice at the end of the day that says, I'll try again tomorrow. And that's Mary Ann Radmacher, an author. And so keep in mind this concept of courage as not necessarily the biggie, but every single day getting up and doing what's necessary to live your life and be the best in your life. Now, I know this is 2-Minute Tuesday, but I see here I'm over 3 minutes. I apologize for that, but there's so much to talk about with this topic that I knew I was going to go a little bit long with it. Thursday is our last one in this series. This will be our 3-Minute Thursday post on this coming Thursday will be on the concept of leadership. So stay tuned for that one. We'll see you then.